Hello, Brother Sewing and Crafting family. Angela Wolf here, and it's another week. Oh my goodness gracious. I was just doing some shopping. My list this year is pretty large, and I'm sitting here looking at my machines and thinking, I need to make some gifts this year. So how many weeks do I have? 2.5. I think I can do that. So pop in, say hi. We are live today. It is great to see you all. It is a snowy, cold day in Michigan. For all of you in Florida, I'm super jealous because I'm sure it's beautiful. So today we've got Kathy Stipe, and no, she's not doing recipes today. She's doing some other fabulous things, and I have a feeling I'm going to get a gift idea out of this one too. So let's welcome Kathy Stipe. Kathy, how are you? Great to see you.
I'm doing well, but I'm in North Florida and we woke up to 35 degrees this morning. So it was a little bit chilly.
Maybe it was a premonition you were coming on the show. You just want to make me feel good, so it's not 80 and sunny.
That's down south, it would be, but not in my neck of the woods. So
no, everybody's here saying hi to you. Last week when I said you were coming, everyone said, she's doing more recipes. I go, I don't think it's possible to do any more recipes.
I'm about recipe'd out.
So, recipe'd out. All right.
Give you a recipe for, I have a recipe for some quick gifts. How's that sound?
That sounds perfect. I'm in need, big time.
Today's show is all about monograms and different ways that I can do monograms. I mean, we've got our embroidery machines, printer, our sublimation printer. There's just all different things that we can use. And so today is mainly about inspiration and about different styles of monograms. So
I love that.
So the first thing that I wanted to show you was some little drink koozies that I made. We're not a can person. We don't drink out of cans in our house. So I ended up having to go to the store and buy a can so that I could get measurements. This is just Velcros. But what I want to point out is, see the stitching around the Velcro? Sometimes we have a hard time with a standard presser foot getting the stitching right on that outside edge and not within the hook and loops from hook and loop tape. So I want to show you a new favorite foot of mine, and it's an adjustable zipper foot. Let's see, I've got the packaging right here. It is SA227. And it's for high shank.
227. This came with the Celeste, didn't it?
I believe it did. Yes. And it is for, it says adjustable zipper piping foot for high shank machines. Perfect. So I'm going to switch my camera over to the bed of my machine so I can show you this foot in action.
All right. Well, she's switching that over. Don't forget, the holiday gift guide is still out. Yeah, there's still some great deals to be had and 20% off accessories. So if you want that foot, it's a great time to call your brother dealer and snatch that up. So, all right, back to you, Kathy. We can see you great. I see the foot.
Okay. So one of the things I really wanted to point out, and I'm going to get my little handy dandy pointer here, at the very back, there is a screw. So if I can take and adjust this foot with this screw, and it's going to move it left and right. But one of the things is right here along the edge of your hook and loop tape, you have that little header on both sides. And sometimes I found it hard to get my stitching just right on that. So this foot made it very easy to do. And I'm trying to sew from the left-hand side or the right-hand side. So just bear with me. It's probably not going to be my best stitching because I'm not
Look at how close that gets. That's awesome.
It is close. So hang on a second. Let me get this other side. We'll just cut it right there. And we'll bring it up and you can see just how close, there it is,
Wow.
that it got to it. Now the other part of your hook and loop tape, the hooky part, that's the part that's, I always have the worst time trying to stitch through because it just wants to grab the thread. But I found that if I was using this new adjustable zipper foot, that I just had to stitch down around both sides and it was sufficient to hold it. And no tangled threads, just stitching really closely. So think about if you're doing something with piping on it, you can get really close when you're stitching the piping onto your finished project. So I haven't had a chance to work with that yet, but it's on my to-do list. So see,
That
there,
looks great.
Able to stitch right up close to those hooks, but not stitch on top of them by just using that foot as a guide. So what I really wanted to show you, and I'm going to be in front of the camera for just a sec, and I apologize, but it's the only way to get this off. So this is the little screw in the back, and you can see there's a slider area right in here, so that when you loosen it, you can slide it left and right.
And
But
you know, that's, I see a lot of people saying, I have a zipper foot, it came with my machine. Yes, which is great. It usually will go on the right or left, but see how hers, it moves. So you can get it really close and really close to either way. That's a game changer.
And look at this one, it has a hole right here in the center. So if I want to use it, stitching right in the center, I can.
You know, I like that hole in the center. And the reason being is a lot of times when I'm using just the regular zipper foot, I might have to move my needle to get where I want it to get closer. And then you only have the foot on the one side. It's not real stable. It's kind of like walking on a balance beam, you know? This is like right there.
Yep, that is right there. So, I mean, it just made it easy, you know, to be able to show that. So I'm going to switch back to my front-facing camera.
All right. Drop
Second.
your comments and questions in the chat while she's switching those cameras. I see Amanda said she's in Minnesota and it's freezing. Amanda, I cannot remember what part you're in. I used to go to Duluth all the time, and that was about as cold as it got. That was always freezing. All right, here you are, Kathy. Back at you.
Okay, so one of the suggestions was to do monogrammed drink koozies, cozies, whatever you want to call them. So this is one with my husband's initials, and this is our local team colors. That one was done by using the My Connection feature to cut out the applique. This was just a built-in letter, built-in font on my Avenir, and I used it, and I'll show you how to do that. Then I did one for myself that's just a typical three-letter monogram, you know, first, last, and middle initial. And that's typically what you see just for a single person for a monogram. This one was created in PE design. So that's in there. This one is a table runner to go with my little koozies, a little football table runner. So I've got my monogram in the center. That's mine and my husband's initials. So this is kind of how you would do for a married couple. You would do the husband, the last name, and then the wife. Traditionally, that's how you would do it. But these are modern days, and people just, they have different ideas. But I wanted to show you how I created the little footballs. And
Oh, that's so cute.
So I started out, and we can walk through the steps. I started out with the football shape. And do we want to see the steps on screen? If we do, I can change my camera.
Sure, why not? Everybody loves that.
All right.
I see somebody asking, did that zipper foot come with the Luminaire? No, this is brand new. It came with the Celeste, but you can purchase it for your Luminaire. And don't forget the 20% off right now. All right, Kathy's getting her camera there. There she is.
All right. So I don't have, what was I going to say? I don't have my embroidery unit on, so I'm not going to be showing anything embroidery. But and I can't even show you scanning this, but I will show you what I did. I went into my design center, and when I choose this little leaf up here, I did it as a line design. It won't let me show you that because I don't have the embroidery unit attached. But
that's all right. At least they got to see what button you hit, you know?
I saved it to the pocket. So there's my shape. So in order to turn that into an applique, I just filled the design with a color. And I just went through the steps of next. I didn't change any of the default settings, and I just set it to embroidery. Now under edit, do you see the little applique shield here? If you have a scan and cut connected, you will have this extra icon that pops up that says applique patch for selected colors. And when I touch that and touch the red color and say next, now I get my choice. Do I want it to be a zigzag, a satin stitch, or nothing at all? I want it to be a satin stitch, and I like the stitch width to be about 4 millimeters. So I say okay, and the rest of it I'm leaving at default. You can touch preview, and that's going to give you a example of what your applique is going to look like. The checkers in the center represent where fabric would be. So when I said next, I know I didn't want the original outline, which is the purple color, so I just hit no sew, so that turned it off. And now all I'm left with is my applique material, position, and applique. And once I say okay, then it's ready to stitch. And I can stitch my placement line, my tack down stitch, and then my covering stitch. But if I touch memory, because they are connected, I know it's not showing quite the full icon, but down here in the bottom right corner is a little scan and cut icon, and it also has a little Wi-Fi. So if I touch that, it's going to ask me if I want to replace the existing data that's just floating around out there, and I do, so I'm going to hit transfer. Now it has sent my cut file for this applique to my scan and cut. And let's see if there's my scan and cut screen. This is what comes up when you first turn it on. But I'm going to scroll to the left once, and I'm going to touch my connection. Now with my connection, anything that is built in other than a Disney design, and I don't have the Disney model of Scan and Cut, I have the SDX 325, but anything that's built in, I can send to my machine to create an embroidery design from. But in this instance, I want to retrieve data from my wireless LAN device, which is my machine. And there's my football. There's the applique. And once I say okay, it comes in at the perfect height. Now I can add more copies if I needed more copies. But for today's sake, I'm just going to do one and I'm going to touch set. So now I'm ready to cut. So I can show you about cutting, and I've used my fabric here is backed with Brothers. It's called applique contact fusible contact sheet or something to that effect. Angela, I think I sent you the numbers for that.
Oh yeah, let me look them up. I'll drop them in the chat here.
So I'm going to move this down to my machine so you can see it cut. So what I want to do is on my screen is I'm going to press my scan button because I want to make sure that I'm cutting my football out of the piece of fabric that I have loaded on my mat.
So quiet.
It is quiet. So back up to my screen. You can see my football is right here. My fabric is right here. So I just need to drag it over. And then when I touch OK, I need to tell it I want to cut. But I know that I've been cutting vinyl as well. And do you see where it says half cut is on? I need to change that because it will not cut all the way through the fabric if I don't. So I need to turn half cut off. Half cut is a kiss cut for if you're using any type of heat transfer vinyl, or I call it sticky vinyl or decal vinyl, the adhesive stuff. Okay, so we'll scooch back down here and we can watch it. There are those who test and there's those that sometimes wish they tested. I'm not testing.
That was
We're
a nice way to put
it.
those that start crying after they start and forget.
Yeah. So one of the really nice things, and I just realized I've got my vinyl blade in, so I'm hoping for the best.
Because there's the fabric blade, but you can't use a fabric blade with that backing on it, right? You have to use just maybe a rotary blade or a standard cut.
No, I use the fabric blade, and the fabric blade is this one that has the tan housing. And I'm going to try something real quickly. I'm just going to see if I can pull this up. Oh, there's those that got lucky.
It looks great. Look at that. Cut perfectly. Who would have ever known?
So that's a perfect cut for my footballs. And like I said, I did this one that has the 4mm satin stitch, but I took that same saved design, and instead of filling the design, I used the blanket stitch that's in my design center.
Oh, that looks good.
And it's hard to see it, but it is just like perfect, dead on. There's no way I could have gotten this clean of a look by just stitching a placement, stitching a tack down, and then hand trimming it myself.
That looks so good. We can see it great.
So I did need to add in the lacing. And that's just straight lines in my design center that I just drew. So that's how you can easily make a football. And I know you probably can't tell it, but this was a fun vinyl that I found. It is not a Brother product, but it was a specialty heat transfer vinyl that actually has a football texture to it.
I was just going to say it looks like a football, so it has a light texture to it. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so it was the monogram itself was an oval. So I thought, well, that's cool. It looks like a football. And then it was a purchased font or monogram font. And then this was that specialty vinyl that I found that I thought was pretty cool. So that's going to be our table runner for, football playoffs. Maybe we'll be in. So the next thing, and while I've got, well, let's see, trying to decide where would be the best camera view, and I'm probably going to go back to the bed of the machine because that's more of a close-up, and I can share again. Like this was the one, oops, get it in there. That was the one that I did with a built-in font. And we can go to our machine screen and I'll show you how I did that. Embroidery. I chose a font. I think it was this one right here. I liked the C. It's more of a collegiate thing. I went ahead and I changed, I think, the size of my letter to 40 points. And remember, we're now changing our font size by point size and not by size. So I touched the C and set it. You still can go in and change the size with the sizing tool if you want. So we're going to say, okay, I'm going to do applique patch for selected colors. And the only color is that black color. And I want it to be a satin stitch. So let's preview it. Can you see that? Or should I zoom in a little bit more?
Oh, yeah, now we can see it.
So that's how you can make applique letters from your fonts that are built into your machine as well. So that's all I did to make that C. And once I did next, I just have my 3 positions of my letter. Okay. And again, if I wanted to transfer it, I would transfer, let me get back out so you can see the screen again. I've got my little scan and cut icon here in the bottom right-hand side that I could send the cut file straight to my scan and cut. So easy peasy. Get your scan and get them hooked up. If you don't have a scan and cut, that should be on your list for Santa to bring you.
Jean says that she just bought one from the holiday gift guide because, yes, it's on sale and you get the luggage with it and all the other fun things. She said she's really intrigued by this football. Weather permitting, she's going to pick hers up today. So congrats.
Awesome. So there was that one. And like I said, then I have the one with my, let's get back to this camera view. I have this one with my initials on it. Like I said, PE 11 is what I use to create that. There's a monogramming section so that you can do that monogram. I used sublimation and did my daughter-in-law's monogram.
Oh, that's cute.
One. So this one was kind of fun. It was a scalloped circle. So the outside edge is scalloped. Then I used Scan and Cut and heat transfer vinyl and did myself. But this one is actually, this koozie is made for a pint-sized glass. And the blanks I just bought online, you can just do an internet search for koozie blanks. That's how I did that one. And my husband's friend is visiting from Idaho. And right now they're probably outside flying drones. So it's not a monogram, but I did him a koozie that says drone, US drone pilot.
Oh, that's cute.
So, I mean, you just have to think about who you're gifting and, you know, make it be something that's they're into. So this one, I found a really cute print. It's like a digital scrapbook paper that had this poinsettia and deer head. And my niece and her boyfriend are avid deer hunters. So I did a single letter monogram for hers and for his. So I just thought that would be a cute little Christmas gift. And it took all of 20 minutes to start to finish. But now that it's getting cold in Florida, okay, I'm going to switch cameras back.
Oh, I didn't realize I was muted. Sorry. My heater just turned on. I want to make sure I wasn't blowing you out. This is a very 20 minutes. That's super easy, fast to do, easy projects to add to your gift giving. I got a few questions for you too when you come back to us.
Okay, I'm getting ready to come back. Okay.
All right, she's back. All right, here's a couple questions for you.
Okay.
There's been a lot of questions. Let me just make sure I've got them all here. Yeah, I'll just bring up Deborah's. But quite a few people asked. Well, there's Amanda first. What do you got for me, Amanda? Have you ever used Puff HTV vinyl?
I have not. You know, I hear people say that they've used it and they've had great success with it. And then I hear people say that they've had horrible time with it. But I haven't gotten the nerve to try it yet.
I haven't tried it yet, but I was at an event recently out in Fresno where two brother educators, Rosemary and Alexis, were doing a great project with that. And everyone's turned out great. I saw absolutely no mishaps. So that was pretty lucky. I mean, because you're thinking you're embroidering through some thick stuff, but it's soft and foam.
Yeah.
All right, here's the big question that everybody wants to know. The zipper foot. There's a ton of questions here, so I'm answering all of these at once. Does it work with any brother machine? So why don't you explain just about the shank, high or low, and give a little tips for that?
It is it is for high shank machines. So we have high shank, mid shank, and low shank machines. There is actually on the packaging, I believe it says, let's see if I can get this up there. And you can see that website, maybe. I will read it. https://s.brother/CSAAV/. If you go to that website, you can see the comparable or the models that it's compatible with.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to try to find that website here too, and I'll drop it in the chat for all of you. If you go to brother-usa.com, you can look up there too. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll drop it.
Just put the part number, the S8227 in there, and you should be able to find out if it's compatible with your machine. But if you know your machine is high shank, then it's going to work with it.
Perfect. Any other questions? Oh, here's one. Amanda has one more. Can you use the flat heat press to put sublimation on cups and glasses?
I have not. That's why you don't see me with any sublimation on glasses or cups, because I haven't bought a cup press yet. I'm running out of room.
I can understand that. Everyone's saying hi and welcome to the party. Yes, super fun.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Patty says, okay, it takes 20 minutes, but it takes 4 days to plan it. I'm with you, Patty.
No, everything that I have made that I'm getting ready to show, that I've already shown or that I'm getting ready to show, I did in less than 2 days.
Wow, that's awesome. And then someone wants more details on your deer koozie.
Oh, okay. This one?
Yeah.
And it's printed on both sides.
That is so cute.
So it was just a blank koozie. I have the cup one that's blank right here, but this one was white. Like these. And it's a polyester with foam. And so this was printed on the sublimation printer and then heat pressed.
Very easy to do.
Yeah, so I don't know what the question was about or they just wanted to see it again.
I think they just wanted to see kind of how you sewed it together. Well, that footwork on my Stillaire, yes, that's a high shank, Sandra.
So these things come flat, and then you just sew the side seams.
So you bought the template?
I bought the pre-cut shapes. They were flat.
Perfect.
Then I pressed both sides. I actually printed the design twice so that I could press one side and then press the other side.
That is super easy to do. And also, for those of you wanting to sublimate some of these koozies, you can buy the pre-made ones sewn together. You can buy the pre-made ones not sewn together. And I've even taken the ones that are not sewn together, the flat piece, and made myself a pattern so then I could do a quilted one. So it's the easiest pattern ever. Easy.
It is. And so what I was able to do
easy peasy
was, with Avenir and our projector, I was able to get the initials in the middle of the antlers on both of these. I just think it would be a cute present for them. Last year they got camel shirts.
Lucy said, where did you get the deer design? Was it something you had? I'm sure it's not a Brother product, guys. We can't say where she got, but.
It's not a Brother product. It was just a digital scrapbooking print that I purchased online.
Perfect. Just do an internet search for it. It's super cute. Very cute.
Or sometimes they call them seamless digital paper. So the next thing that I thought about doing that's readily available at any of your stores, I've even seen them in the grocery store, the stocking caps. So I have 3 grandsons. And right now they're all into, hey, bro. Hey, bro. That's what they call each other. They don't call each other by name. So I did a bro 1.
No. Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
Bro 2. And I have bro 3.
Oh my goodness gracious. I think you just made everyone fall off their chair laughing. Oh no, you got a bro 4?
Nope, no more bro 4s. We ended with 3 boys. But every year we go away, the boys, their mom and I, we go away for a weekend and we stay at, they call it Grandma's Hotel. And so that's coming up in a couple of weekends.
Oh my gosh, Grandma's
So,
Hotel. I love that.
so I'm thinking their bro hats will be good. I'm also making all of us matching sweatshirts. But again, with the monogramming, this one right here is what they're calling a modern monogram for a male, where it's just first, middle, and last name. So this is our baby. And so I put him this cute little frog face that was designed in PE 11, I believe. Oh no, that one I think I did in BES silver, because I've got the, I don't know if you can see it, but I've got that. Yeah, you can
Oh,
kind of
that's
see.
cute.
I've got the nap control done on that one. Here's what they call a stacked monogram. And then I found these cute little pom-poms that you can purchase, and they have elastic. And I've just got them attached with a button up there. But so a stacked monogram, and again, that nap control stitch from BE as silver. This one is for my daughter-in-law.
Look at that. I love that one.
So this was a nicer one, nicer hat. I mean, it's more girly, I think, than the other ones are. And it's hard to see, but this is a puff font. Let's see if I can get it so that you can see dimension. But I did use that nap control again to hold down the yarn. And so just a single letter monogram works well. Another thing that I saw when I was researching monograms that I thought was really cute was there was one that they stitched it on a faux leather and then attached it with a rivet just to the bottom of the hat.
Oh, I like that. That's very modern.
Isn't that modern?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that my niece that is pregnant put the right name for her baby on Facebook, and it wasn't just something that she's going to change, because that's the baby's initials right now.
Well, you know what? Looks like that ribbon can be quickly removed.
I could take the rivet off, and I could, it's just a scrap, but I just thought it was kind of fun.
Very cute. Very cute. Kathy, the other Kathy watching, Kathy Ann says, Kathy's amazing. I agree. Everything she does is so much fun.
So I'm also a Kathy Ann.
You are?
I am. When I was a child and I was in trouble, my dad would holler, Kathy Ann, and I knew I was in for it. Yes, ma'am.
Oh gosh, I think, yeah, Angela Lynn. If I hear that, when I'd hear that when I was young, I knew I was in trouble. So, yes. Kathy, a couple people are asking you some questions about these hats.
Okay.
What kind of stabilizer are you using? Can you give some tips on that?
This one I used a wash away. Most all of them I used a sticky wash away because that's the only sticky that I had. And when I washed them out, like this one, I washed it so there's no stabilizer left. But I'll use either a sticky tear away or a sticky wash away. It just depends on what I have. And I'm going to grab something real quick.
And then we have another question for you too. That white hat you had with the puffy font, Did you do the puffy font without the foam underneath then? Is that how you created that?
I did it with the foam underneath it, but you can't really tell on camera.
Boy, that really looks good.
And I used a variegated thread because I was just trying.
And you know, I just realized when Amanda was talking about the puffy vinyl, I was thinking of puffy foam like this. This is the one that the girls did with the multi-needle. No wonder you're probably sitting there thinking, boy, that's pretty amazing.
Well, I didn't know if they were trying to stitch through it or stitch around it or what when talking about stitching with the puffy vinyl, but no, this is the puff font. And you
that
do
is
have
so
to purchase a font that is specifically digitized for using the puff foam. And you don't use craft foam, you use a special product made for puff embroidery. So, but I just had to show you that you don't see everything that we usually stitch because look at this one.
Oh, what happened there?
What? I got it upside down. I wasn't paying attention. I had it hooped like this. You know, I just had it.
Oh, I've
like
done
this.
that.
I needed to turn it around, and I didn't. I should have just left it the way it was. So the whole time I was stitching the remainder of them, I had this one sitting by my machine as a reminder of what not to do.
Oh, Jane wants you to repeat that about the puffy foam on the puffy font on the hat. What did you do again there?
So there are embroidery fonts that are specifically digitized for use with puff foam. And what makes them different is at the top and the bottom of a column of satin stitching, they put what they call a cap at the top and the bottom so that perforates the foam. So you need to look for a puff font when you do an internet search for a font that is to be used with puff foam, and it gives the thing dimension. I mean, this one is not really puffed out as much. I probably could have used another layer of the foam, but I didn't. So you need to use a foam that is specifically made for puff embroidery.
Perfect.
And you can find it online. There's multiple places that sell it, but you do not want to use just standard craft foam. That's not what it was intended for.
So don't use the standard craft foam, just so you got that. Elsa wants to know, are you using a topping on any of these hats? Do you have water soluble topper or anything like that, or no?
I did just a water soluble, the clear plasticky looking one. Just a water soluble topping.
Your twin, Kathy Ann, wants to know, did you do them all on the Avenir or did you use them multi-needle as well?
I did all of these on the Avenir.
Nice.
So my multi-needle's out in the dining room and we've got company, so I'm just keeping it covered.
It's like it's hidden.
It's hidden behind its tablecloth.
I know that white hat is perfect. Everybody's saying they love it. They love it.
So I've got a pink one, just like this.
It's 227. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kathy.
I've got a pink one made just like this that I'm going to do for myself. I'm not much of a hat person, but.
Oh, it looks good on you. Oh, do you? And I see your Merry Christmas shirt. What are you wearing? Did you do that?
Oh, no, I did not.
Oh, but you could have.
I could have. I mean, it just looks like heat transfer vinyl, but. And
it looks good.
You see me, I've got my sleeves pushed up just because I'm not a long sleeve person.
I said we look like twins. I'm wearing my Delilah pattern today that has 3/4 inch sleeves. I don't know why, because it's freezing, but it's not freezing in here. Amanda, yes, it's SA227, but I just went on Brother's site to find that, and it's not coming up. Maybe because it's so new. Call your Brother dealer. That's where you would get the foot anyway. So just call your Brother dealer, give them that number. They can let you know what the price is, and it's also 20% off right now in the gift guide. So
yeah,
in case they forget, remind them.
really. So
anything else?
I've just had fun doing monograms with embroidery, with scan and cut, with sublimation. I mean, this guy's the
It's
limit.
so much fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Kathy put together, and I'll bring this up just so you all can see it. You got to give me till tomorrow to get it on the website, though. Let me bring this up. Hold on. This is like, Kathy, she's going to have like everything detailed, which people love, love, love. So let me just open this.
Are you talking about my document that I put together?
Yeah.
So
can I bring it? I'm going to bring it on screen and show it.
So what Angela is bringing up is I just did an internet search about monograms and monogram etiquette, and I pulled together a document from a bunch of different websites where I just copied and pasted and talked about what is a monogram, and for individuals, how to do a traditional, how to do a modern. But I just put it all in the one document so that you could have something to go back and reference to.
So I'm going to bring this up. I will bring it up onto my site. I'll do it this evening, so it'll be there tomorrow. If you want, if you sign up for my newsletter, go to angelawolf.com. I will send it in the newsletter at the end of the week. So that way you won't miss it. How's that? Good?
Sounds good.
I
know
I
saved
saying,
it on my computer 3 different places.
Do what?
I said I saved it on my computer 3 different places just so I'd be able to go back and find it somewhere.
That is such a great reference point because I don't monogram a lot of things. And I have started on the inside of some of like my garments and things like that, of like things that I give away, because some of the kids, they don't want their names on there, but the initials are great. And I always get confused because I was doing some towels. Hopefully my brother's not watching. One of my brothers and his wife and kids moved to North Carolina, and actually a couple of my brothers and sisters did. And I was like, what a great Christmas gift. I'm going to do monogram towels. But then I'm like, what letter goes first and all that order. So I was so happy you were on today. You solved the riddle for me. And you also said, just to be clear, in case anybody's watching, you can do anything you want.
Exactly. Because, I mean, from some of the stuff that I read, ask the recipient, if they have a specific, so.
Yeah. And also, depending on your initials, you might not want them in a certain order. I don't know. I've seen a couple pretty funny ones on social.
Yeah.
We won't go there.
From the South, we monogram everything, so you have to, before you name a child, you have to think about what their monogram is going to look like. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Let's see. Karen, that's a technical question. I'm not sure we would have an answer to that right now, but I'll bring it up. Maybe Kathy does. Great to see you, by the way. My brother, PE 800, PES for my luminaire, and I can't see them on my memory stick when I put the memory stick into my luminaire. I don't know. If it's a PES design, it should show up in your luminaire.
So are you saving it off of your PE 800?
Well, that's a question. Yeah.
That could be part of it, why the luminaire couldn't read it if you're saving it off
of your other machine.
Yeah.
Well, and I had somebody asking the other day about Artspira, and I'll only keep you for a couple more seconds, but they were asking because Artspira, you send it from the design from Art Spirit directly to your machine. So someone said, well, I wanted to take that design off my machine and bring it to another machine. You cannot do that. It goes directly from Art Spirit to your Brother machine. And yes, it has to be a Brother machine.
Especially if it is paid content, like if you have a subscription and there are certain functions within Art Spirit that only come under that paid subscription, it will not let you. I mean, just like I was doing a sweatshirt and I wanted to do it on my multi-needle and I couldn't because my multi-needle is older. It's not a Wi-Fi one. So I'm thinking I'm talking to Santa about the new 1060 because it was Wi-Fi and I could do my sweatshirt and I could send it from Art Spirit to my 6th-gen needle.
Yeah. That's definitely it. And you do have to have Wi-Fi. You do have to have Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. And Karen, by the way, also double check. I see somebody just saying don't have it in a folder. Make sure that your folder, if your folder is zipped and you're bringing designs over, you have to unzip it before you bring it over. That's one other tip that we've had. Well, Kathy, this has been super inspirational. I will upload this tomorrow and I will send an email out. So if you sign up for my newsletter, it probably won't go out though until Thursday. Because I've got a full day tomorrow. So it'll be like an extra little gift so you can embroider all weekend.
Yep.
Well, Kathy, Merry Christmas. Great to see you. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I got to see when you come back in January, I got to hear how the bro hats worked.
Well, I will send you a picture of our family Christmas sweatshirts and the kids in their bro hats. So we're going to Jekyll Island again. So we just
that'll be fun.
Last year, so we're going to go back.
And you're making all the matching sweatshirts too?
Yes, I bought sweatshirts that had a polyester, 50-50 cotton polyester, so that I could do sublimation on them because I can knock those out, in a half hour.
I love it. I love it. All right, so I'll bring up the websites, Brother Sews. Go to angelawolf.com tomorrow. I will upload her PDF, and then if you sign up for the newsletter, you'll make sure you get that PDF sent right into your email box. And then the last but not least, the holiday gift guide is out. Don't forget, you still got a couple more weeks. And I actually have been watching a few comments. A lot of you tag me in your comments, which I love that because I can see what you're doing and what you're up to. And a lot of people have said they've been taking advantage of the sales for the scan and cut. Quite a few for the Celeste. I saw somebody say they were so excited they put the Avenir on their list for Santa, and Santa came early. So that was pretty good.
Oh, goodness. So the Celeste embroidery only, I was playing with that machine at a show, and there's a floral design, 2 floral designs that are built in, and it's a corner design. So I put 4 corners and then the middle design in the center of it. And I stitched it out in a matte thread at a show that I was working. It came out so gorgeous that I saved the design so that I can stitch it at home. I'm going to put it on linen and I'm going to try and make like a little table topper doily type thing for it.
That sounds beautiful. Karen, no, the Luminaire only reads PES and P. What's the other one? P8.
PHX. But I'm thinking if she saved a design off of a PE800, it might save in PHC off of that machine, and I'm not sure if the Luminaire can read PHC.
Yeah, I don't think it can. That's probably, I think you just figured it out. That's probably it. All right, everybody's saying thank you. And I will see all of you tomorrow on my channel at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be sewing something behind the scenes. Maybe I'll work on these Christmas gifts. And then on Thursday, we're back here with Emily Thompson on the Brother page at noon. And she's actually embroidering sweatshirts. So we got a lot of embroidery this week. It's awesome. So
good.
Thank you for being here, Kathy, and everyone. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy sewing.